The beautiful thing about TikTok is that they're snitching on themselves. The stuff that I used to talk about, back then, when I would work at certain spots and I would talk and people, this nigga, he's just off his rocker. Now they're snitching on themselves. I always told you, my red flags for certain people are different than most, I think, in terms of if you ask the average dude, what's a red flag in a girl, long term and whatnot, they'll have a lot of, answers. You'll hear a lot of if she has male friends, which is true. That could be number one, but it could be a lot of things. They'll say body count, all that. If she has multiple this, if she has multiple that, if her parents are in her life and blah, blah, blah. I get all that. Trust me, I do. I don't even argue that. But for me, I always say the top two red flags, and it could be in any order. I always say number two is if she went to college and if she stayed on campus. And number one, if she smokes specifically weed, if she is an avid weed smoker. That is my number one red flag. And I know that might not be the most. I'm attacking a lot of people with this because, man, me and my girl, we be smoking about. If you're worried about body count, if you're worried about her being out doing God knows what, guys, if she's an avid weed smoker, you don't want to know what she did to get that weed. And I got proof. You already know I'm coming in with proof. You know how this works. Right here. So here we go, man.
Then just leave her, fool. She's probably weird, fool. She's a weirdo, fool. Then just leave her.
So look at that caption. This is her words. She says, when the plug finally gets a GF, a girlfriend, and now I got to pay full price. Now, if you watch her page, she turned off the comments for this specific post because I bet you they were roasting her. Usually when girls start snitching on themselves, the girls will be like, stop. They'd be like, nope. They always say the same thing. Speak for yourself. I don't do that. Where do you meet these girls? All the typical stuff. I told you guys. There's a reason why hoes don't be paying full price for their weed. Because they're messing with the plug. How many times have you heard, oh yeah, I used to date this guy. He's a drug dealer. Oh, I went out with this dude. Guys, it's right in front of you. That's why that's my number one red flag. They never pay full price for weed. And you notice that these new, I don't know if you guys, I don't know why people never make this connection. These new drug dealers, they be making no money, man. And I'm like, how? These people, everybody smokes weed. Everybody does. Everybody. So I'm literally, me in my head, especially going to college the first year, I'm really starting to put two and two together. I'm like, I get it now. These drug dealers are making no money. They got no car. Back in the day, drug dealers used to have whole houses, property, businesses, softball teams that they sponsor. Now these new ones, they don't make no money. Why? Because it's a lot more now women users now just openly getting it, but they have no money, and neither do the drug dealers. But they're not giving out the weed for free. They're paying with something else. Now, just put two and two together. I mean, I don't know why people can't put this together. And now they're snitching on them. You know what's crazy is I haven't really seen a whole lot of posts where girls. I've seen like girls make posts about them hanging out with drug dealers and them dating them and whatnot. But I've never seen them snitch on themselves where they literally say, when the plug finally gets a girlfriend and now I got to pay full price. She's literally telling you what she does to get weed. You can't make this up. So I want you to watch this again.
Fool, she's probably weird, fool. She's a weirdo, fool.
And if you notice, look at the screen. If you can look at the screen, she turned the comments off because they were roasting her ass. And the problem is, like, here's the thing. A lot of women, they do certain, especially with this social media, they just kind of they just speak and ask questions later. They don't realize that they're snitching on themselves. They'll like, if you notice, they'll just say something and then it'll be like, oh shit, I should have not said that out loud. You know what I mean? They suffer a lot from diarrhea of the mouth if you pay attention. And with TikTok, with this social media, Instagram, because they think they're funny, like she thought she was being funny and clever, but I don't understand what goes on in their minds because they think they're funny. Like it's so many girls that I know, they really think they're like they really think people hang out with them because they're clever and they're funny. Like when she made this post, I could tell she thought, "Oh my god, this is original." I'm like the guy. Like they think they're like they think they're like cast members on The Office or Parks and Rec. They think they're them or Friends. They really think they're those people. And then they make a post like this, and guys are like, "Are you serious?" Like now, niggas like me been telling y'all. We've been telling y'all, and I'm just to prove it because hold on for a sec. She's a stand up. Oh my god, you can't make this up. She's a stand up comedian. She's a stand up comedian. Hold on, let me put it on me for a sec. Let me put it back on me for a sec. She's a stand up comedian. I bet you she's trash. But anyway, wow, I didn't even know. I didn't know she was a stand up comedian. They think they're funny, man. They really think, and what they're doing is. The problem is with the TikTok thing now. Us content creators, we don't have people cannot say where are you finding these women anymore. They can't say that. They can't say that. Also, let me check out her page one more time. Let me check out her page. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. This is live. This is technically live. This is a live reaction because I just saved it. Let's look at her page. I mean, how are these? So she turns on the comments for everything else. Yep. If you're looking at my icon, she turns the comments for everything else. And you know what's crazy? I know a whole lot of funny comics, but I know they're not gonna make it. But I'm pretty sure she's not funny at all. But just because she's a woman, she's like on the look scale 5. You know, just a regular 5 on the look scale. You know, she has some decent makeup on, but she can make it far if she gets with the right dude. If she has sex with the right dude in the industry, she can make it far. She can make some money. That's how it works. But unfortunately, in their head, they like I probably know one funny female comic, and the one funny female comic that I found funny was probably some more. Everybody else, you can't. Okay, let's listen to some of her comedy real quick. Let's see what she has pinned. It's probably the same thing.
You're a cute girl. You get dick pics sent to you, do you?
Yeah, she's not funny. Here we go. It's always about sex with the female comics. That's messed up. Look. I'm not saying. Look. I know a lot of funny women in my life, but they're not comics. They just are naturally funny, and on top of that, it's not that female comedians are not funny. It's just they don't like. Most women don't have to be funny. You know what I mean? To get attention. You know what I mean? So that's like why you'll be like, I don't find her funny, or I don't find this funny, and blah, blah, blah. But I went all the way out of point. Let's go back to the point. Guys, if she smokes weed, that is a red flag. I'm sorry. That is my number one red flag. Either that or she went to college. The reason why is because it covers all the other red flags that you worry about. Body count, if she went to college, you already know what happens on college campus. We don't have to get into that. Weed, they never pay full price. They pay another way. And we all know hoes don't got no money. And the drug dealers don't got no money, but they're accepting pussy payments. Okay? That's how it works. So if you're trying to avoid girls with tattoos and all this, if she smokes weed, and then number 2, if she went on college, and meaning when she went to college, did she stay on campus? You get me? So, I hate saying that. So, speaks for herself. And she thought she was being funny, man. Shout out to her, though. I'm pretty sure she's not a bad person. She'll probably make it far in this comedy game. You know, man, you never know. I ain't paying to see her show. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, people gonna think I'm a hater, but I'm not. I am a hater, but I am a how would I say it? I'm not a player hater. I'm just a full blown hater. So I don't miss anything. I don't leave anybody off the hook, whether I like you or I don't like you. That's how I work. Maybe that's a way to kind of like qualify it. I try to keep things as objective as possible, and the more objective you are, the more people are going to think you are a hater. So I just kind of wear that on my sleeve. How you like that for a justification?